Story number NNS 011128-02. Release date 11/28/2001. Norfolk, Virginia. Headline: Military Sealift Command Tug rescues 4 in mid-Atlantic. The U.S. Navy's Military Sealift Command Fleet Ocean Tug USNS Apache, TATF-172, rescued 4 people November 25th from an 80-foot sailing yacht foundering in 20-knot winds and 12-foot seas, 1,400 miles southwest of the Azores. The white-hulled yacht BOSSA Nova II was en route from St. Martin in the Caribbean to Gibraltar in the Mediterranean when it began to take on water and sink.
When you fly Virgin Atlantic Gatwick to Antigua, they give you an amenity kit, a toothbrush, eye shades, disposable slippers, and a miniature plastic bath duck for good luck. But G.W. Summerfield, our delivery skipper, placed more trust in the silver dolphins leaping at his throat, his own good luck amulet, and gambled that in the latitudes through which we shaped our course, the hurricane season would be over by the end of November.
The weather throughout Apache's voyage had been bad, with seas up to 20 feet and strong winds. The ship had just cleared Tropical Storm Olga when the call came for any vessel in the vicinity to divert and assist Bossa Nova II.
Afterwards, cooped and miserable aboard USNS Apache, fretting over insurance loss adjuster interrogations to come, Jeff mused aloud that maybe his augury had been a bit off. Maybe he should have placed more significance upon the absence of even a single dolphin playing on our bow wave as we left St. Martin.
Apache was en route to the Mediterranean from Norfolk, Virginia, for duty as the U.S. 6th Fleet towing and salvage ship, when she was notified by the U.S. Coast Guard Rescue Coordination Center in Portsmouth, Virginia, that the yacht was in trouble. Without hesitation, Apache headed back into the teeth of the storm and arrived on scene after a 7-hour transit through the icy Atlantic waters. At about 10 p.m., Apache was approaching the sinking yacht. Because of the 12-foot seas and increasing winds, Apache's master, Captain Jose Del Faus, opted to slowly come alongside the yacht and its flailing 80-foot mast, keeping the yacht in the lee of the 240-foot-long Fleet Ocean Tug. With one crew member operating the tug's thruster controls, the second mate on the ship's throttles, and an experienced helmsman on the ship's wheel, Apache made a slow, controlled, and determined approach, and was able to eventually pass the line to the sinking yacht.
When our time came to be rescued, I found myself entirely unfrightened. Back then, unlike now, I was like Ibsen's strange passenger character, confident that one does not die mid-most Act 5. Armoured with expensive Gore-Tex, buckled into my trusty life jacket and harness, my main concern was to pad around my laptop sufficient dirty underwear for it to survive the chucking of my rucksack aboard the rescue ship.
From down on deck, where Damage Control Officer Rob Vineker was assisting with physical security, the seas looked tremendous. At one point, we were looking up at the yacht high on a crest 12 feet above us, while Apache went low into a trough, said Vineker.
Precarious on the seaward edge of Bossa Nova's safety rail, one hand behind me, tight gripping a stainless steel shroud, I contemplated the probable loss of my life if I mistime my jump and slipped down into the sea to be crushed between the two hulls. Looking down at Apache's deck as we topped a wave, I prepared to leap straight at the largest US seaman. The biggest bloke who'd be sure to catch me whether he wanted to or not. Later, ordinary seaman Joe Kaiser mentioned in a friendly way how I'd cracked a couple of his ribs that night. The moment of jumping was like when you're woken by a noise in the early hours. You pick up something to use as a weapon, force yourself to go investigate. Snapping on every light as you go downstairs, you screw yourself up to attack first and with the maximum violence when the intruder appears. And you'll do it with a fearsome yell. Come on then, you fucker. The last days of our adventure, my first real foray into the yacht delivery game, were less than glamorous. The 4 of us were treated kindly by Apache's crew, good food and endless DVDs, but my main memories of much of our passage back to land concern the confines of my 3-tier steel bunk and its skull-cracking 18 inches of headroom. much in fact like El Quixote at the end of his first set of adventures, bound and caged for his own good, brought home aboard an ox driver's cart.